Hi, I'm Henny, and today I'm gonna run Dishonored for you, Dishonored any percent. Recently, a couple of new people have kind of joined the community. There have been several new small strats and new things. We'll come to that in a bit. Especially one pretty large skip that we were looking for years. This game is pretty old now. But yeah, first I want to introduce my co-commentators. This is...
Hello, I'm Zonorous. I played this game before sometimes.
You're right.
And I am Alexia.
Hey. And yeah, we're gonna explain the big skip once we get there. We have a lot of time in this during this run because so many cutscenes, but it's a good run, I can promise. Let's go. Time starts once we move. Now.
Yeah!
Alright, so first trick coming up very soon, it's called Elevator. It works by walking backwards against backwards against the corner, and if you jump with the right timing, hold jump, then basically you will vault up the corner or the wall, whatever. It's really useful to get up to high places that you're normally not supposed to be in, and that way we can also do a cool skip here. You're gonna see in a bit. There's a tutorial fight coming up, and the game just wants to teach us the basics of fighting, but we're not gonna really do that. So yeah, we'll see in a bit.
Yeah, this skip is really cool.
Dishonored in general is a game that has been by now optimized pretty far, and the record up until half a year ago or something stood for quite a while. Because mostly Dishonored isn't the hardest speed game to run, so you can optimize it pretty well. But with the new tech that was found, people got really interested again and figured out new small strats and so on. So that's really cool.
What the heck? Okay, I have not seen this. What's that?
Corvocopter. Doesn't really serve any purpose, but it's pretty good.
Okay, that's new. That's cool. How did you do that?
You just free scroll, aka literally cheat.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Alright, so we casually climb up here with an elevator, as I said before, and now we're just gonna wait, enjoy the nice view.
We'll get here later again. It's kinda-ish.
Yeah, we get here. It's just the scenery has changed a little bit then. But yeah, we're just gonna drop down here the moment the assassins basically teleport on the roof. And that way the game just deals so much damage to Corvo that the fight is instantly ended. Normally you can beat the fight, it's just normally you just take so much damage that the fight ends automatically. And this way we can basically skip the whole fight with the right timing. You shouldn't drop down too early, because that way then you would actually die. The game kind of gives you some invulnerability frames, or invulnerability there at the end. And yeah, oh, Empress, by the way, just died. I completely missed that. I've seen it so many times, so I didn't really pay attention to that anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So, I mean, the game kind of wants you to teach combat mechanics and stuff, but since it's like a tutorial, you're not supposed to die. But just taking a lot of fall damage, the game assumes you lost the tutorial fight and just skips on.
Yeah, right.
So you basically win by being bad, kinda. Or the game thinks that.
Alright, so right now I'm holding the use key because there's a small glitch that we will do throughout the whole run. It's called ASS, aka RE storage skip, and it allows us to basically skip the skip prompts of cutscenes, not all cutscenes, but some. And that way we can save a second here and there throughout the run that adds up, so it's pretty convenient. And here we are now at Coldridge Prison. There's a fairly new thing here as well. It's we used to elevator up the gate in this very secure prison, as you will see in a bit. But now we don't do that anymore, but instead just clip through the gate. It works in a different way and only works in this spot. But yeah, first we grab this key, and now I'm gonna align myself here. Come on. And we just clip through by scrolling or free scrolling inputs there. And that was an elevator again, as we've seen before. And now we're out of prison. Easy as that. Just
yeah, if you want to escape prison, just climb up to the rooftop and jump into the water.
That's how it works.
Easy.
small thing here, vault. Like if you have a climbable object, you can, with the right timing, just vault over it instead of climbing it. Saves a bit of time again as well because yeah, you don't get the animation. And here is where the route changes. Gonna elevator up here, drop to the right.
Yeah, this is pretty new tech right here.
Yeah, it's like the last 7 months it's been like this route.
Gonna play it safe here. This out-of-bounds route was known before. There was just a certain spot that we could not progress from that spot on. Luckily now we have found a method to progress, so you'll see that in a bit. But first up, we just basically go through this whole area out of bounds. It's actually pretty cool, yeah, out of bounds section.
Shoutouts to the guards up here, guarding out of bounds area.
Alright, climbing up here, this rock, this is fairly tricky, but yeah, nothing too bad. And now I will lower the FPS to 60, because this makes this much easier. It's like some people might think that's controversial to lower the FPS or allow that, but otherwise this skip almost wouldn't be possible, so we just agreed on that. But yeah, that way we could get over that wall, as you've seen a little bit ago, and getting over onto that wall allows us to get here to the end. So that was a thing, like part of this skip that people tried to look for so long. It's like this game is released for, I don't know, 8 years now or something, and people looked for that probably like 6 years, and now it finally got found. So big shout-outs to Votium, who was the former world record holder as well, and who figured that thing out. Several people have contributed to the out-of-bounds route, making it consistent and fast and so on, but yeah, the thing that held us back, he found, so that's really cool.
How much does this actually save time-wise, kinda estimated?
Like, I can just say that it's 25 to 30 seconds, I think, the whole route. There are some sections during the game where we will go a little bit slower because we don't have the sword. Normally you pick up the sword inbounds there, but since we don't do that, we have to go by different means, like buy some additional grenades, buy some spring razors and so on, which is a bit slower, but in the end it still saves 25 to 30 seconds, so it really yeah, lowered the somewhat optimized record by quite a bit. Sure, go for it.
Toasty donated $10. Hey heny. Good luck with the run. Pray for good Boyle RNG. I'm a bit lost though. Where's the donation incentive for Henny's lamp jump?
Thanks, Toasty. Well, donation incentive, like, there's a meme thing. My former record, 33:28 or so, there's a really simple blink up onto a lantern in the Boyle mission, and I failed that. Cost about 5 seconds, and everyone was mocking me, especially Sarah Tests and some other people, like funnily mocking me, obviously, but yeah, there should be an incentive to do that now as well, I guess. All right. Sure.
George donated $10. Elgu.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so this is Ferret Fetch. Fearful Ferret used to be a runner of this game, like back in the days, and he unfortunately doesn't really speedrun anymore, but he like figured out quite a few interesting things and skips, so big shoutouts to him as well.
Yeah, he also contributed to other speed games quite a lot.
He used to be really active.
Pretty cool guy.
All right, so coming up is Outsider Skip, a pretty like interesting skip.
Dumbest trick in this game for me.
It works without free scrolling, aka literally cheating, but free scrolling makes it basically free, as the name would suggest.
Please just pay close attention. Okay.
You can see that we kind of teleport upwards. It's like the game basically puts us in a 0-0 position from what I know, and that allows us to skip like walking up from the bed to the outside part there. But yeah, now we got the blink ability, and blinking is what makes the speedrun a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna get down here, grab this potion in here, and it's really important that you pick up certain potions in certain spots, don't waste blinks and so on, because the mana route is really strict for this run. It as I said, it has been optimized very well. So if you mess something up, you kind of need to improvise at times, maybe get a regen in certain spots. But yeah, if you started out running this game, you don't really need to pay attention to don't need to pay too close attention to the mana route. But once you get like, say, sub 38, 37 minutes, you really want to work on that. It saves a lot of time. Alright, so also we're playing with a Void Walker's Arsenal DSC, which gives us some items and money in this room. It's really nice because you can buy some stuff from the merchant here. Gonna just blink down here. Wasn't supposed to pick that up, but yeah, Piero is here selling stuff. Gonna pick up a rune, grenades, and obviously potions. And I might have actually. I think I need to go back to there. I didn't have enough money. Oops! Come on, game, please. I'm just gonna get up here. I think I missed one potion, one pouch. There, exactly. No too big deal. I'll just buy some stuff here.
Now we need the spring races because of the fact that we didn't get the sword.
10 out of 10, everything is fine. Yes, all right.
Yeah, because we skipped the sword, we don't need to do swordless anymore, right?
Yeah,
an
that's
old,
also
old kind of trick that allowed us to go a bit faster, but since it's out anyway, there's no point in explaining it anyway.
Yeah.
True. I tried to skip a cutscene here. If you blink far enough left, then you will skip the encounter there, but it's no too big deal. It's only like a 2-second cutscene. Alright, this brings us to the first real mission, which is Campbell. Campbell is somewhat tricky to do fast. There are certain areas where, like, if something goes wrong, you don't really have a chance to recover or quick save. Generally, this game, as compared to Doom, has quick save, so that's nice. But you can only quick save if you are not in the combat. So you kind of want to know where combat takes place and where not. There's like a huge chunk of this mission though where we just can't quick save. So hopefully nothing will go wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, by the way, get used to this view right here, because you will see that quite a lot from now on to the end of the game.
This is Samuel, our fellow boatman, and yeah, he's totally not gonna betray us later.
No. And he's totally maybe not gonna die, depending on how runner feels.
Alright, so I'm gonna blink down here. Blink over this wall of light. That's a pretty precise blink. Okay, I picked that up. I just wanted to make sure. But it's pretty nice because you don't have to grab the whale oil tank and remove it, so it saves a bit of time. Getting some regen here. Now we're going to the inside here of his palace. I wanted to vault over there. For safety reasons, actually grabbing this potion here. And now we kill Campbell with a spring razor. And also grabbing that pistol because that's gonna allow us to kill some enemies if we don't have enough other items later. It kind of depends on RNG. Alright, hopefully we survived that. This fall is kind of precise. We did. That's good.
Should I explain the slip clip thing?
Oh yeah,
you
sure.
You just did 3 times in a row.
Okay, this is no big deal.
So whenever, like the few times he glitched through the wall there, how that works is you have this blink ability, and when you side work, like sidewise run into walls, the camera, like your character is like in front of the door, but like the camera shifts for a few seconds, goes beyond the door, and then the mouse, you can like blink through the other side of the wall or the door or whatever you're trying to slip clip through. And if you're fast enough, click the button, you just kind of blink through the door. But it's kind of precise, and you need to get like the correct muscle memory down for it. It's gonna take a while. But it's like the coolest kind of glitch in this game. It looks
really cool. There used to be another method of doing like clipping through walls, which also involved the blink before. It was like you basically double jump and then blink to get stuck in a wall and then blink out again. But this one obviously is faster and also easier to do, so it's really nice that we now have that tech. And it's also mostly easy-ish if you get used to the muscle memory, as Zone said. There are some thick walls which are sometimes a bit finicky, but besides that, normally it's very doable.
You just have to get used to like how you need to hold your hands from slip clipping, because you kind of need to press like 2 or 3 buttons at the same time.
And
But once you get it down, it's actually not that hard.
there's also a slip clip later that only saves 0.5 or so, which I'm gonna try to go for, which is combined with an RE start skip, which is just for the swag basically, but hopefully I can get that. Show that off. Alright, now we're in Weepers. We have to kill 2 of the Weepers. Ooh, come on. Alright, just gotta...
Grabbing a key from behind the door, because
That's
why
how-
not?
That's how it works in real life, right? Alright, grabbing 2 runes here. And skilling agility. The game has a chance to crash there, but luckily it did not. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Come on. Okay, didn't get it. Like, there's a somewhat hard slip clip you can do there, which saves a little bit of time. It's really cool because you kind of activate this cutscene from beneath the map. Didn't get it, unfortunately. But yeah, as I said, it's no too big deal.
The problem is if you're trying to do, go through like a straight wall or door, it's not that hard. But if you're trying to go through like a curved wall, then things get a bit harder.
Yeah, also the angle and the timing there is really specific, so it's not too bad with enough practice, but yeah.
I can't really do it, so. But I'm not really good at this game, so.
I mean, you have a sub 40, that's not too shabby. Sub 40 is like the first real goal if you pick up this game. It's not too hard, as I said, but
on the leaderboard, I think I'm on 97th or something. So, yes, I'm pretty decent, I guess.
All right, so next mission, Golden Cat. Golden Cat is actually a quite long mission, has some fairly precise tricks and things. We'll see that in a bit, and there's also some RNG involved. Basically, we have to kill like 2 Pendleton twins, and they can spawn in different locations. There's 2 sets of locations. One is a bit slower, but it's no like too big deal.
It's like one of 2 cases of RNG in this game. This is like the not as big one.
Alright, so I'm gonna save some mana because I'm kind of short on mana because I wasted 2 blinks in the previous in Weepers. Just gonna get some regen here. Grabbing a rune in this room.
Yeah, by the way, if you don't already realize that, runes are used to skill or like learn new abilities and stuff.
True.
Some of them turn out to be quite useful.
Right, here's a fairly new, or at least a thing that wasn't used before, like 2 slip clips. I think we got bad RNG. That's just fine though. Can show off cool out of bounds. I'm gonna do like the old strat. There's a slightly faster strat that is really precise though. So yeah, I'm gonna align myself here, quick save, and kill him with a grenade down there. Luckily, hopefully, I think he should be dead, or yeah, I think he is. The game sometimes updates it
so
late. But it's like a really precise grenade throw, so happy that worked first try. Alright, now we still need to skill Blink 2. Oh wait, I forgot a rune, no. That's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Rune is around up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine being the guy downstairs in his room and suddenly there's a grenade coming from somewhere. You die. Feels bad.
Alright, so we killed both the Pendleton twins. Need to wait a little bit here until the quest marker appeared. Kind of bump into Emily there because otherwise you wouldn't be able to unlock this door. Or at least you could get a soft lock later. Oh, come on. Sure.
Heinke donated $5. Hey heny, I heard that this blinking was taken from the Icarus Dash from Mankind Divided, right?
Sure.
Joke aside, good to see you again and GL with the run.
Thanks, Heinke.
Hi Exone and Alexia.
Hello, Heinke.
Thanks for the donation.
Hello.
Good to see you as well. Alright, so that was Golden Cat. And now we get to see the best, aka worst cutscene of the game. Just pay close attention to the insanely good dialogue writing here.
Professional written dialogue right here.
Right. But yeah, is there anything else we can say about glitches? Like, we as Zone mentioned before, there's no swordless anymore. It used to be a trick where if you basically swing your sword and then sheath it again and then right-click, you would be able to would just have the blink hand out, but not the sword, which you're normally not supposed to be able to. But if you do it like that, you will only have the blink out and can run faster. This is really nice for the speedrun, obviously.
Yeah, if you have the sword in your hand, you walk a bit slower.
Yeah.
And of course, that's unoptimal.
But yeah, now we don't have to worry about that anymore. And if you don't have
No,
a sword,
super
you
dialogue.
automatically run that fast. But yeah, just gonna let this dialogue speak for itself.
Pleased to meet you. As am I. Would you like to see your room in the tower? Can I see it? Yes, you may. You'll get to see it all. The entirety of the Hound Pits. Good.
Good.
The amazing place.
I'll see you later.
Amazing. Amazing dialogue writing.
Instead of good, she should have said cool. That would have been nice.
Super cool.
Cool. Super cool.
Alright, so between the missions, there are intermissions like this. And there's usually not really much to do there except like trigger to NPCs or something. But you also want to pay attention to the mana route here. So now we have to go to Lord Pendleton, who stands up here. We are skipping all the dialogue because obviously that would be slow if we didn't. And here with the bar, we blink to the left side of it because if we blinked right into the counter, there would be a chance of the game soft locking. We obviously don't want that.
And sends a pattern here with might crash, might soft lock.
Luckily, Dishonored is kind of stable, doesn't have too many soft locks or crashes. There could have been one like in Weepers, like if you blink out of the water and skill something in mid-air, like we did with agility, the game sometimes can crash. It rarely happens, but it can do. It's kind of annoying, especially if you're on a good pace, but yeah.
I'm really happy that I never have made the game soft lock, actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, I kind of tend to attract soft locks in every game I play, so...
That's unfortunate, but true.
Still remember the days when I ran Bioshock Infinite actively and I had like a different kind of soft lock every day. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, you guys at home watching the stream who's not familiar with Dishonored speedruns might have already picked up that there's these boat sections, these cutscenes are quite long, and as it turns out, a big chunk of the game is just talking with people and being on the boat. So
it's actually roughly 13 minutes of gameplay, and the rest is just cutscenes, believe it or not. I like that though, it's comfy, really comfy speed game.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. Sometimes it's annoying when you just want to be fast in your speed game, and then there's all these annoying cutscenes in the way.
Alright, so somewhat new thing here, just use a grenade to trigger both of the whale O-tanks. Hello? I'm stuck. Interesting.
Nice.
Gonna just go down here, I guess. Alright, also at the start, in the first section, you saw me wait a little bit before progressing, because if you continue too early, then you would also kind of soft lock or semi-soft lock and would need to go back. Because Samuel, like, there's a certain quest trigger that needs to happen first. Okay, because we don't have a sword, or because we can't like use a sleep dart, we're just gonna do this. It's a bit slower, but that's what I meant earlier. Like, there are certain sections now with this route, with the out-of-bounds route in sewers, that are slower, but overall, the whole out-of-bounds section still saves time. And now the world record stands at, I think, 32:52 or 3.
I think it's 3.
Might be 3, yeah. It's held by Seeker.
Not that the 1 second matters there.
Yeah, but still, it's Seeker again. He also holds the world record for Doom, for I think even Dishonored 2 in some categories, not sure exactly, but in a lot of games he just picks up, he's insanely good, so big shoutouts to him again.
Yeah, it turns out Seeker is a pretty good gamer.
Some people call him the human Taz.
The human Taz, okay. So we just abducted this guy because we have been told to abduct this guy.
Yeah, Sokolov, he's one of the 2 scientists in Dishonored here, and basically we're gonna put him in a cell now. Gonna do a little RE storage skip here again, saves again 0.5 to a second. It's not much, but as this game is fairly optimized, all those little time saves add up. Alright, we've got to talk to Sokolov in the prison cell now, so just gonna go there real quick. And after that comes the real RNG section of this run, which is the Boyle mission. Nice hard fall. Gonna attempt something here.
Yeah, it's pretty much always the same. You're like in your hub area, which is here, and then you go to a mission and you come back here and you do some talking, then you go to next mission, back to hub world, and so on and so forth. That's like the structure of this game.
Right, I try to go for basically a combined RE storage skip and a slip clip there, which is really awkward to do because of your like hand needing to press 6 buttons at the same time or so. Kind of failed it. It only saves 0.1 though, if you get it.
You need to press like E, Shift, jump and
a lot of buttons.
D and I don't know. Way too many buttons.
Anyway, this is the Boyle mansion. It's the main RNG part of the run. There are 3 Boyle clones basically, or 2 clones and 1 real Lady Boyle. We need to kill the real one. Obviously, you can't really know before because it's RNG, but we can we can try something. All right, so first up, lamp jump. Dang.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Dude. Got it.
Got it.
First try.
Was important. All right, we talked to Lord Shaw there that saves like a little time there in a dialogue after this mission. Okay, what we're gonna do is we just kill the first Boyle here because she would be the fastest to like kill or to get rather. Can I? Okay, all right. Reading a letter out of bounds there. Okay, we did not get good RNG, which you can say in the top right. So we have to kill all 3 now because of us picking up letters through the wall. The game is somewhat confused, and yeah, this is like a 20-second time loss roughly. So we have to go to the other one. Where is she even?
Yeah, normally you're supposed to pick up, like there's a bunch of letters everywhere in this mansion. You pick them up to find out who's the real one. But since we kill one and then pick up like all the letters which are kind of out of bounds, the game gets really confused. And if you don't kill the right one instantly, then you just need to kill both others. Wow.
Wait, what? Why is the game still showing? Quite confused right now.
But there is also one way to make this one safe as well. There is to like reload the top floor to get the right picture.
Not sure if I just soft locked. That would be amazing, like having talked about soft locks before. This is kind of. Might need to restart the mission, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, there's some old strats which are obviously slower. That's why they're old. But there's like in this first room, there's a picture, and there's this strat where you can like save the game and load again. And depending on the RNG, the border of the picture will be different. And I think if it's like a golden border, then you know you're on the right picture, like the right RNG. And then it's always the one like there at the stairs, there, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's the stairs.
But like reloading the save a bunch of times could obviously be pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a better idea for new runners, or if you don't really go for the record. So. Alright, let's try this again. I might have softlocked by leaving the mansion too early, I think. Alright, try this again. Use the spring razor. Get up here, grab.
You kill that one.
Come on.
Grab the out of bounds letters.
Maybe get good RNG. Nope, obviously not, because marathon luck. Now we have to kill this one. She's here.
I know. Since you killed one before knowing which one is the real one, you just need to kill the other 2s.
Right,
regardless which one is the real one, which not.
Right. Now we didn't soft lock, which is good. But yeah, this mission is really obnoxious if you grind for the world record. It's like a 33% chance. It's not too terrible, but it obviously is annoying. And there's a certain person called Jan Mamrick who is notorious for getting bad RNG. He once got bad RNG, I don't know, like 40 times in a row. It's insane. Just, yeah, never lucky, I guess. Okay, that's the Boyle Boyle Mansion gone. So we have Tower left, and after that the game's obviously finished, as everyone knows.
Of course.
Another small intermission here.
Talking to our best buddy Samuel right here.
This intermission is kind of boring, lots of dialogue. Luckily we can at least save a little bit of time, thanks to talking to Lord Shaw before. Oh, come on.
Oops.
Yay. Alright, whatever. Please, Lord Pendleton.
You did it.
You did it.
Done away with
You did it, you landed on my head.
But Boyle was a Viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress. So I don't.
Alright, so in Tower I'm gonna attempt a new route, which is actually pretty cool and faster by like 5 seconds. Seeker found, I think. It's normally we were supposed to go like in the the tower itself and use the non-lethal option, like taking a script and letting that be read out, and it was faster than killing. It was the only mission where like not killing the target was faster, but now we have a new like strat which is faster, harder, but yeah, it saves a bit of time, and it's really cool, I think. So hopefully that will work out.
Yeah, for everybody who has never played Dishonored, it's like the assassination game where you can finish missions without killing your target, which, like Henny just said, was faster in the past in this mission to not kill the guy, but turns out it's actually faster to kill him if you know how.
It's like really interesting, I think, that for a lot of games that are dead at a certain point, or like nobody really actively runs the game, they're supposed, or people think that the game is so optimized that nothing can be like, no time can be saved anymore. And then some new runners come into the community and just come up with creative strats or new ways. Like, for example, what was it? I think Golden Cat or so, we had certain new routes that were timed before, but then new runner had like a little idea, and it turned out that that idea made the strat faster. So yeah, big shout out to all the new people in the community. It's really nice to have you. Alright, this is Tower. First we elevator up here, hopefully.
Shoutouts to Joker, who's currently 3rd place and nobody knows who he is.
Wow. Alright. Getting here, grabbing some potions. And now we go inside for just a fraction. Just alert the Lord Regent. And now we go on the roof, because he is now on the roof. Need to elevator up there. Come on. Me.
Whee! Precise grenade throw.
This is actually really precise. Should have worked out, I think. Yep. Alright, nice. Land here. You can do this without a hard fall, but for me it's like one of the harder well, double blinks. I forgot to explain those. I think it was actually the first, no, it was the second one we saw. But a double blink basically consists of a jump, then a blink, another jump, and another blink. And if you do it right, if you just aim right, then you will not get a hard fall animation. There are different states that you can be in depending on your angle, depending on your height, and so on. But yeah, you generally don't want to have the animation. Obviously, that saves some time.
Yeah, now we won the game, right? The bad guy, all the bad guys are dead.
The Lord Lord Regent, everything's fine.
Who killed the real Empress at the start of the game? Kinda, not really killed her, but like was behind it, kinda ish.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess we can celebrate now, have some drinks with our good friends here at the Hound Pit pub.
Sounds good.
Of course.
Samuel's gonna wait here. Thanks.
And there we had our drinks with our buddies. And now it's getting late, time to sleep, kinda.
Oh, this looks weird. Do you know what's going on?
It looks normal to me when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Slightly intoxicated.
Slightly.
Okay, so yeah, turns out we got betrayed by Samuel.
What?
Kinda
Shocker.
semi-betrayed. Like, not really, because in the end we will survive. Also, spoilers. But yeah, this is the longest cutscene of the run. It's flooded. And yeah,
to
can
get
you
drinks
maybe
and,
Oh,
hold the
yeah,
button
yeah.
for me?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Time for some drinks or go to the bathroom.
Sorry for that. Headphone users.
Yeah, I can't. Can you like raise your hands real quick so they can see that you're not
Oh,
pressing anything?
All good. Like, technically this is a co-op run now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pressing the F button for like. Maybe you wanna explain again real quick what this does. Why am I pressing the F
Oh
button?
yeah, right. There was like a skip prompt before the cutscene that if you hold right after it the F button, the use key, and just hold it throughout the whole of this cutscene, you can skip another prompt, which is at the end of this cutscene, and that saves 0.5 again. It's totally worth it. Every
Insane
runner.
time save.
It's also a rule of Dishonored. Every runner who submits a run needs to do this, because otherwise your run will be rejected, unfortunately.
You just have to press F for like how long?
2.5 minutes.
2.5
roughly,
minutes. Yeah. Just. It's like a workout for your finger. It's cool.
Pretty much.
I know a great deal, bodyguard.
But yeah, I really
So yeah.
appreciate you helping me out here, so I can
Typical
relax a
Fs
little
in
bit.
chat. So
A gift from
because that's what I'm doing.
one who talks to you in the dark.
Yeah. By the way, dialogue and stuff, story, plot, happening. I guess.
Lines too. And I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your embers.
I want to have a sword like that. It's like it's pretty cool.
Who you are, and who you fight for.
Alright, so yeah, we're getting thrown into another prison right now.
This part here is, by the way, really good. Like, wait, just.
Alright,
What hit me? Like, what hit?
I'll take over again. Thanks for Xone. Thanks Xone for.
Thanks, Ferguson.
Alright, you saw there a prompt got skipped.
No
totally
problem,
worth
by the
it.
way. I'm always here to help you, my friend. We saved 0.5 seconds. Worth it.
Totally worth it. Alright, so now we're in this barrel thing together with some rats. You're supposed to throw some bricks at the wooden crates up there. Not gonna do that because
Obviously
we can
too
clip
slow.
through walls.
Yeah, this is one of those slip clips again, where like the wall of that thing is like slightly curved and therefore a bit harder. But since Henny's a pro at Dishonored, no problem.
Alright, so we clipped out there, did a double blink. And there's also a slight route change here, even though like it's not really that new. But normally you are supposed to kill Doubt or spare him, but you still have to grab like a key. Yeah, we can just go out of bounds, swim in the water, which is conveniently placed underneath the map, and open the door from the other side, which does not need a key that way. So that's really cool.
Yes, I need to emphasize on that. Like, that was... You activated the door from the other side.
True.
If you just look at it, it seems kind of normal, but... It's actually not really inbounds, technically.
Alright, so here are some walls of light. We're just gonna... oh my god. Oops. Disable the wall of light. And here's a pretty hard slip clip.
Yeah, this is really dumb. Wow.
It's a really thick door. Alright, so what I'm doing here is quick saving, quick loading. What that does is propel us forward because the FPS lowers, and if the FPS lowers, then you will like progress faster in a stream basically. And yeah, that way we can just skip a little bit of swimming there. And yeah, this ended flooded. One of the more technical parts of the run.
Also longest.
True. This is one of the shortest missions, if not the shortest. It's Loyalist. Basically, we have to signal a flare for Samuel to pick us up. Come on. What's kind of awkward is if you miss a slip clip, you kind of lean or get stuck at walls. And that way, like, you can't really see how far you're tilted or how far you're away from the door or wall. You can undo that by opening the power menu, for example, but that's kind of slow, obviously, so you want to usually get the slip clips first try. But yeah, here's another thing called Finzi's Fast Fade Out. It works by blinking next to the boat, then accepting the dialogue. And once we can blink again, we will blink towards the shore. Not sure why. Okay, that was still Finzi's Fast Fade Out, but not the fastest way. I think I couldn't blink there for.
I think you need to like blink towards him first as well.
Normally you can blink right next to the boat, then accept the dialogue, and you can blink again.
Very technical
thing. Doesn't really save much time. It's pretty cool though, because the game just fades out while the dialogue is still going, and it's like a second faster if you get it. Anyway, this is the last mission. It's gonna be close, estimate-wise, but yeah, we shouldn't be much over it, if so.
Yeah, since it's the last mission, so guess time to say goodbye to Buddy Samuel. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
Literally goodbye.
He has done many great things for us in the past.
Right.
Was a really great friend. Always did boat service for us. And
right. Bye bye, Sam.
Whoops! Nobody saw that. Happy little accident.
Oops. No,
you don't have to do that, by the way. It's just.
It's optional.
It's optional. Optional content.
Double blink there. Let's see if we can get a hole in one. Nope, not far enough. But yeah, you can basically get into the elevator here if you hit the hatch like perfectly. It's insanely precise though, and you can't really even set it up or anything. Or if you could, it would not save time. But if you get it, it's really cool. But we're pretty much done now. We just have to get the key for where Emily is being locked up and open and free her.
Oh yeah, fun fact, if Samuel dies in every other mission, you get game over. But in the last mission, it doesn't, because it's last mission.
True. Alright. So some guards here. And the key is here. Time is once we open the door. And that's time. A little bit overestimate. But yeah, that's okay.
That was a pretty good run.
Except for some parts, yep. Alright, so that's Dishonored any percent. We had a donation incentive, which was a bit war between the two DLCs.
Knife of Dunwall.
Knife of Dunwall won?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Perfect. Like, both are cool in their own way, but yeah. We're quickly gonna set it up. It should take only a couple of minutes, and then you will see like the really short Knife of Dunwall speedrun any percent as well.
Guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her and cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back.
This is, by the way, the epilogue.
Credits.
With the passing of the plague and
I mean,
ascension,
kinda.
It's like, it would probably be good, like we need to set it up, like we need to copy some files. If we could just go to the intermission screen or something real quick, maybe? If that's possible.
Or like this, you know?
Oh yeah, that's good, I guess. Alright.
Shoutouts to Tech Guy.
Shoutouts to Leva. He's doing an insane job here, by the way. Alright. Yes. 10 minutes. Bit less.
We will be right back. Please stand by.
Yes.
Yeah, just to explain again for everybody who maybe didn't quite catch it, Henny's gonna have to switch some files around real quick for the DLC.
Yeah, because the DLC got released with a later patch, and with 1.2, which is the old patch we were running for the regular any percent, we can only play the original game.
So, any plans of what's next for Henny?
I might come back to Dishonored, like the regular run any percent because of the new strats and so on, and really grind that. Kind of want to get a good time with that. So besides that, maybe Doom. Doom is a cool speed game as well, obviously. Bioshock Infinite, I have some work to do, so a couple of things to do for sure.
I just want to emphasize real quick this guy here. He's currently 5th place on the leaderboard with a run that is from 2016. That's how good his previous world record there was. 3 years in the future and still 5th place, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Big Cam. Heinke, dance for us.
Shout out to Heinke.
Yeah, shout out to Heinke. Shout outs to Steam for installing stuff.
But yeah,
Amazing speed.
if you want to donate for this amazing event, we have a charity going on. It's Alzheimer Foundation, and it's like a really important issue, really terrible disease. So all donations are well appreciated. Currently, we're at $61,000, which is already pretty amazing.
Last time I checked, we were at like 50.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Really picked up in speed in the last day. So yeah, thanks a lot for all the donations, guys.
All right. DLC should be coming up in any second now.
All right, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
Hello, everybody. This is Dishonored, Knife of Dunwall. This is the amazing runner, Heny.
yeah, as he said, I'm Henny, and this is Xoneris still, and this is Alexia. And this is Dishonored Knife of Dunwall. We're gonna do any percent as well. Starting out from a save as with the main game, there would be a huge cutscene at the start, and we're just gonna start from here. So timing starts now.
Woo!
Alright, so a few things are different. We are playing as Doubt. Playing as Doubt is like his blinks are shorter, but you don't really have that big cooldown, which is really nice. Now we can buy some stuff. We can buy some stuff at the start of the mission.
Yeah, Doubt, by the way, is a guy.
Antagonist from the main game.
Yeah. He's there. He exists.
Skilling
He's
ability
the
here.
guy that we spared in the first one.
So the DLCs have 3 missions each, which are really not that long. That was a double blink, by the way, without a hard fall, which is nice. So we first have to get in here in the meat factory, or the whale meat factory, I think it is. Another interesting thing, oh god, another interesting thing about the blink mechanic of Doubt is that he can stop in midair, and that makes certain like blinks easier. Come on, I should not fall down there. Easier, especially when casually playing, obviously. All right, grabbing some runes here. Come on. And now we have to sleep dart this guy, Rothwell himself, and we're gonna skill Agility 2. Agility is useful because it makes the character faster and also lets us jump higher. Slightly new route thing here. We can slip clip here on this table and slip clip in here again. It's a bit faster because otherwise you would need to shoot like a dart to distract some guards. Oh, I should have him with me.
Shout out to the woman who just doesn't care that we just abducted this guy, standing right next to him.
True. We need to take him to the interrogation chair, which is here. And we may or may not electrocute him.
Don't worry, he's fine.
He's fine, don't worry.
Likes it.
You don't see like the dialogue, but he now tells us what we want to hear. Alright, we're gonna leave him in the chair though,
Don't worry, he's fine.
because we're nice.
Yes.
Alright, and that way we can leave. Here you can actually see Swordless. It's hard in the DLCs because of the timing. Timing is different. It's like the animation length has to do with it, but it's still like very useful. Getting up here. Now we need to save Billy Lurk. We're gonna throw one choke dust down here and then fall down here. That has the purpose of preventing a soft lock, as well as just generally freeing her, which hopefully, yeah, okay, there she is. Ooh, climb up there, and that's the first mission done of the DLC.
Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can.
So the interesting thing really is that you can buy stuff at the start of the mission, also casually. Like you can just pick the items that you think might be helpful during the mission, and that's what you can't do in the main game, obviously. So that kind of makes things a bit more strategic, depending on your playstyle, like what you like to do. If you want to play stealthy or just kill everyone.
As a young girl.
As a young girl.
Alright, so now we first have to find Timsh, and there's some RNG involved with this mission as well. So there's a slightly new thing. We can just go over here, which is faster. Let's see if we can get a nice hardfall still. Gonna place a mine here for later, and also where is this? Hotkeys are switched a little bit around, but it's fine. Grab a key, grab some sleep darts here. It's a really hard, in my opinion, slip loop you can do here, which I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna do safe strats. It saves a little bit of time. It's also one of the new things that have been found. We're in the Timsh mansion area now. The game is like separated into different areas. And now we'll see what kind of RNG we get. Can be either up here. Okay, he's up here. That's pretty good. Just gonna... Oh wait, we have a sword. We can actually kill him with that.
Imagine having a sword.
No. Oh my god, this is...
Hold on.
Come on. That took a little bit. Hopefully we can survive this.
Don't worry, he's fine.
We still need to get down here and grab... I forgot to pick up the key. Oh, this is going not so well. Whatever. No worries.
One apple a day keeps the doctor
Like
away.
you have to loot his body. Okay, that's not a nice positioning, sir. Let's just get out here real quick. Should be able to survive this. Also, there's another exit you can do there, which is which involves 2 slip clips. It's not really hard. I just forgot about it. Should be fine. Hopefully. Get away there. Alright, so this Talia, we basically freed her from the bad guys earlier. Now we just have to talk to her, otherwise we wouldn't be able to go to the exit of the mission. Can climb over this again, which is nice. Alright, and we're going back to Billy Lurk, so that is the second mission done.
He had it coming though. Men like him can never trust anyone.
Now we get to a more complicated mission where we have to free some overseers or kill them, and also like there are some musical. Like there are musical overseers that we have to kill, and there are some assassins which we can either free or yeah, not do that.
Dad, we've been attacked.
So this is a bit tricky. You're gonna play it safe here. You can get on the ledge here and then go up here. Somehow the binds are a bit messed up. Not sure why that is. Don't worry. There they are. So come on. 10 out of 10.
Exactly what we wanted to do.
This is what you paid for. I'm sorry. All right. Just gonna get up here.
I don't know what you mean. This is great.
3.
Can you please just... Okay, it's 6. All right.
3.
5 actually. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna use a grenade here to kill this guy. And there's another musical overseer here. It's kind of tricky to actually hit them. Sometimes it just doesn't work, but yeah. There are different routes you could take throughout this mission. Now we're gonna kill one of the assassins, which kinda makes the quest like of freeing them impossible to complete, and that's faster. Right? Now we
Going
just have
fast
to
by
get up
losing
here,
again.
prevent the soft lock, or like there's a soft lock that can happen there. Another musical overseer here, and that should be the second last guy.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flood.
Fighting.
But the overseers here didn't
And this is almost time, not quite.
What's our next move?
Gonna capture the remaining overseers, that's faster, like dialogue-wise, and otherwise we need to kill them. And we're gonna spare Billy Lurk.
That fool overseer.
Time is once we spare her.
He's dead. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us.
So close.
This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. As for his men, they're ruined. If there were any survivors, they fled with their tails between their legs.
How did the cursed overseers...
Skipping the last cutscenes. And we're gonna execute her, whatever, that's time. It's like just a faster, slower cutscene. Doesn't really matter for the run at all, but spare is faster because you can just instantly press enter. And that's Knife of Dunwall DLC, any % speedrun. And with that, we are done with this game. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, have fun with the rest of the marathon. See ya.